Okay, so you get your big buck and you've got him all registered and you're all set, and now he's gonna have to sit overnight or whatever. One of the first things I like to do is get all the blood and the saliva, any blood clots or anything that's around his mouth, right? I wanna clean that off, get it away from the white hair, clean up his nostril, clean that up, right? Things will rot pretty fast if it's covered with blood and it's wet and it's warm, right? Those are the three combinations that you just don't want to have. And if you want a nice mount, you always take care of the mouth and you clean that right up. A lot of bucks during the rut will create a lot of saliva. They'll like drool almost all the time. So it's a good idea to clean all that off, get the blood out of there, scrub the whole thing up, clean it up, and it'll keep bacteria from growing, especially if it's warm. Myself, when I gut a deer out, I start right at the breastbone, and then I'll cut up through and come up through to his parts, and then I just stop right there normally. I'll roll everything out of there, reach up inside, and take out all of the insides out of there. If it's gonna be in the 200-pound club, of course you wanna get the heart, lungs, and liver, and get that all right out of there. All the fat that's inside the buck, you know, all these big, huge chunks of fat, you can leave that in there, but the rest of it has to be completely cleaned out. You want the chest cavity all nice and clean and all the entrails out of there. Now that we've got him reported and he's all set, take my knife and I'll go right up the inside and I'll open it up and I'll start cooling off the hindquarters. I'll cut around and pull out the tube for his hind end, right? Get that up out of there and clean all that out. I don't want any of that stuff left inside of there, especially when it's real warm weather. I like to hang him by one leg, and that gives me a leg to work on over here, right? And it opens it up naturally. And I'll take some sticks, prop that open, and if you had anything go wrong inside of there and you need to flush that out, do it while he's laying down on the tailgate or something, and flush it out, rinse everything out, and pull it all out the side hole. And you can't just take a bucket of water and throw it on it right now, because it all goes down and it gets inside of all of his tubes and everything that you've cut, and it now allows that nasty water to get into everything. And the water will even work between the deer's muscles and his skin even, and it makes this giant wet nasty mess. Water, of course, is transportation for the bacteria. You want things to be dry and then the bacteria doesn't grow. And this is warm weather, so like you have to treat your cape the same as you treat your meat. You want to take it right off in the morning, get it all put away. When it comes time to cape it, I'll just cut it off at both the knees. I'll follow the brown and white hair right up the side and right over to the ring cut, and the same thing up here and over to the ring cut. I'll go right around his chest cavity, right here, right at the breastbone, go right around the whole thing and tube it right up through to his head and cut it off, and now the cape and the head are all one big piece and ready to go. Not a big deal, easy to do. If I'm gonna skin the whole deer, I always start up high, I roll it down, and I peel as I go with a hide underneath, so there's no hair getting on the meat as you go. Best case scenario would be to peel the hide right completely off right now. We can't quite do that, it's pretty late right now. We haven't had supper, we need some rest. But we're gonna deal with them in the morning.
Yeah, it was a long day.
It was a long day. How you treat it is a big difference in how not only it tastes, but also in how the mount looks when you're done. I can tell the guys who take care of good capes, it's such a pleasure to do a nice, fresh, beautiful deer mount out of a beautiful, fresh, well taken care of cape. Grab the other one. Oh yeah, that dropped right in perfect. Yeah, we'll do one more. Okay, that's the short medicine for your buck for overnight. And if you get one of your own and you got to take care of it temporarily, this will be a quick little fix. And if you're interested in the story behind this buck or any of our other hunting adventures, you can check out our channel. And good luck this year, and taking good care of it will always pay off. Remember, keep that water from getting down into things as best you can and cool them off as best you can. And good luck out there, have fun, happy hunting.